Hello, my name is Bob Priest. I'm the principal of Van Wert High School. Each year, Van Wert City Schools puts on a teacher endowment banquet. This banquet is to recognize the impact that teachers have had on students. Allow me to give you a little bit of history to the teacher endowment banquet. Ralph Gallipoo, Glenn Livingston, and Gil Smith were persons of character. Their enduring legacy lives on in their students. Proof that a teacher can make a difference. None of these men sought recognition, yet each was held in the highest esteem. Their reward was self-evident, though often underestimated: the knowledge of a life well lived. This endowment fund is created in their memory and the memory of countless other educators who have dedicated their lives to the most noble of professions, teaching. On a normal year, we would have students bring the teacher who has had a direct impact on the lives of those students, stand and have each student read a letter to them in person. Because of social distancing and the inability to have this banquet, we have asked each student to videotape him or herself reading this letter. Over the course of the next 14 days, we will air each student reading this letter to the teacher who has made a difference in his or her life. And now I'd like to introduce Stephanie Gaiting, senior, Van Wert High School, as she recognizes Jeff Hood.
Dear Mr. Hood, my letter to a teacher who has made a difference in my life is addressed to you. Although I only had you for half a year during my freshman year, you made a great difference in my life in the following year. In the midst of my sophomore year, I let my grades and schoolwork consume me and was very anxious. One day in the hallways, as I'm sure you remember, you stopped me to ask me how I was doing and helped me realize that having straight A's was not as important as I was letting it be. Also, you made sure I had someone to talk to if I was feeling anxious. I was not quick to reach out to someone about my anxiety, but having you reach out to me made all the difference. I wanted to write this letter as a thank you for going that extra step to help me when I could not even ask for it. Whenever I start letting the stresses of school get to me, I think back to our talk, and it still helps me to this day. I know you teach a lot of students, so I again would like to thank you for reaching out to me and let you know that it made a great difference in my life. At Van Wert High School, it is clear that a positive and welcoming atmosphere is brought on by the teachers. This sense of Cougar spirit is one of the reasons I'm glad to have gone to Van Wert. I know that we are lucky to have teachers that are willing to get involved in spirit weeks and make our learning atmosphere more welcoming and exciting. Teachers such as yourself are willing to take the extra time to plan for Spirit Week, get involved in the themes, and set up for and carry out events such as Goodwill Games and the Harry Potter Teen Read Week. I greatly appreciate the time spent to make Van Wert High School the great place it is. In that light, I believe you are an exemplary example of that Cougar pride. In all, a lot of teachers at Van Wert are deserving of thanks for all that they do. There are a handful of teachers that helped shape my love for learning and open my perspective. After reflecting on this list of amazing teachers, I have come to the decision to write my letter to you. When I think of the teachers that have made an impact in my life, you are at the top of the list. I wish you well in the rest of your teaching career and on through retirement. Sincerely, Stephanie Gaiting.
I would like to thank you for listening and learning how this educator has impacted the life of this student. Students, I'd like to thank you for taking time to video yourself, sending me that message so that we can let the educator know of the impact that he or she has had on your life. And for those educators who are receiving those letters, congratulations. You carry on the legacy of the three gentlemen that I mentioned at the beginning of this video, and know that you are persons of character and the legacy lives on. I congratulate you. Thank you.